Hello and welcome to day 6 of this beginner trauma-informed yoga series. Couple new things to try today. Some blocks might be handy, just like in yesterday's practice, or some books. So you can grab those things, get into some comfortable clothes, and we'll get started. I'll be starting today's practice sitting. I prefer to sit on something because that always feels better for my hips. So if you have your books or blocks handy or a pillow, you can choose to sit on that. If you prefer to sit directly on your mat, that is absolutely more than okay. And we're going to start today's practice with a little bit of breathing. So if you would like to close your eyes, feel free to do so now. Spending a brief period of time making our exhales a little bit longer than our inhales to ground into the practice. I invite you to take a breath in through the nose and breathe out through the nose, trying to make that exhale a little bit longer than the inhale. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling a little bit longer. One last time, nice inhale through the nose. Longer exhale. Perhaps finding some areas that feel tense and seeing if you can let those areas relax or soften. If your eyes are closed, of course you can keep them closed and just listen, but if you want to open them now, we'll be moving into a different shape. So I invite you to take your right leg and bring it out in front of you at about a 45-degree angle. Placing your left leg close to you, so having that foot resting somewhere on the leg, doesn't matter where. You might decide to stay like this. You could bring your body over this long leg, resting your hands anywhere on that leg that feels good for you. Maybe noticing different sensations in the body as you do this, different sensations throughout the hips or the back. Knowing that if anything doesn't feel good or comfortable, it is always okay to come out. In your next breath, if you're leaning over, you can bring your body back up, switching to the other side so that left leg can go out at a 45-degree angle, that right leg can rest near your body. Once again, you can stay exactly like this, or if you would prefer, you can lean your body over this left leg this time. Knowing that one side might feel different than the other side, and that is completely okay. If it doesn't feel good or safe or easeful on one side, you can definitely do something different on one side compared to the other. On your next breath, whenever that is, you can come back up. And I'll be moving into cat-cow before going into some standing forms. So if you would like to join me in cat-cow, feel free to do so now. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. As always, if you want support under the wrists or knees, grab a blanket or a pillow. And as you inhale, lower the stomach to the ground, tailbone goes up, head can stay neutral or it can go up. As you exhale, rounding through the spine, chin to chest, tailbone goes under. You get to decide how little or how big these movements are for you. Inhaling, lowering the stomach down, tailbone goes up. exhale, rounding throughout the spine, chin to chest, tailbone goes under. Moving through one more at your own pace with your own breath, finding the movement that feels nice, feels good, feels easeful for your body, whatever that is. And if that means you don't do cat-cow, that is okay. From here, I'm going to do downward dog again. You can always rest in a different shape if you would like, if you don't want to do downward dog. If you're joining me in downward dog, moving the hands a little bit more forward than they are, spreading those fingers nice and wide, going on the balls of the feet, pushing down through the hands, pushing down through the feet, lifting those legs up, lifting those hips behind you. Bringing the head between the arms, bending the knees as much as you need. Holding here for one breath. Coming up to standing, however you would like to get there. No right or wrong way. Anything works. And if you are resting in a different shape, you can stay there or you can join me in standing. Moving into mountain, so spreading those toes wide, pushing down. Arms or palms can face forwards or face you or face backward, lifting the chest, shining the body forward. Trying a new shape today, warrior two. So if you're joining me here, I invite you to take your left leg, step it a little bit more forward than the right one. Take your right leg, step it back, and point your right foot on that long length of your mat. Keep that left foot facing forward. Now from here, you can bend that front knee as much as feels comfortable. Arms can stay at the waist, arms can stay down, arms can go up. Anything that works for your body. Knowing you can come out at any time, holding here for one more breath if you're staying with me. As you exhale, if your arms are up, you can bring them down. You can try this on the other side. So you're going to take that left leg, you're going to turn your foot the other way, so it's the long leg. You're going to take that right foot, you're going to turn the foot the other way, so it's the short length of your mat. And then once again, bending that front leg, your hips are going to be facing the long way of your mat. Arms can do whatever you would like here. If you are staying with me, holding for one more breath. As you exhale, you can straighten that right leg, bringing your legs to the center of your mat, working through one more new shape today. This one will work on a bit of balance, so if you feel like you need a wall or a chair, something to support your balance, feel free to grab that now. If not, I invite you to spread your toes nice and wide, push that left foot down into the ground. Couple different options for tree today. So you can just lift the right foot so you're resting on the right toes. You can place that right foot on your lower leg, or you could place that right foot all the way up on the inner thigh of that left leg. So choose whichever variation works, and if none of them work, choose something different. Pushing down through that left foot, trying to find that balance and support. One more breath if you're still with me. On the exhale, you can bring that right foot down to the ground. And switching to the other side. So once again, you can go up on the left toes. You can put the left foot on the right shin. You can put it up on the right thigh. Anything that works for you. It can be helpful to look somewhere, find a nice landing spot for the eyes. One more inhale here. And on your exhale, coming out, doing anything you need to for the legs, maybe rocking back and forth, maybe shaking them, anything at all. And you can make your way down to your back whenever you are ready. If you would like to join me in a few more shapes before we end today, you can bring the knees to the chest. You can grab them with your arms on the legs, bringing the knees closer if you would like. You might decide to rock the body back and forth or side to side. Lowering the right leg so it's straight, keeping that left knee to chest, having a slightly different sensation. Switching, bringing the right knee up, the left leg goes straight. At your own pace, you can make your way to a final resting shape, anything at all. Giving your body gratitude for supporting you through the practice today, giving your mind praise for showing up. Doesn't matter how much or how little you followed along in the different shapes. It is all yoga. Just as we started the practice with a longer inhale, I invite you to do 2 of those now, breathing in through the nose. And exhale a little bit longer. Once more in through the nose. And a little longer exhale. Thank you so much for joining me on day 6. I will see you tomorrow on our final day, day 7. See you then.